Hello Gemini, and welcome to your April 2019 love readings. I did do general readings as well. Also, I want to apologize for the setup. I am currently in the middle of relocating. So allow me just a moment to go ahead and lay out your messages. First of all, I feel quite strongly that many of you're seeing people for who they are at this time. I definitely get a sense of transparency, and here is the Ace of Swords. So this is all about clarity, seeing things clearly, seeing people clearly. I feel that many of you have been, I feel like stuck in a state of wanting to walk away from the situation, but not being able to do so due to lack of clarity. It's very much human nature to want closure. People want closure, to close out chapters of their life, and it seems as though there's something or someone that you're trying to walk away from, but it's like you need all of the answers first before you can properly close out that chapter. So many of you, this is your love reading. So that could be a certain relationship that you've been in for quite some time. Or just reflecting back to the past in general and thinking about, I feel a lot of you feel that you've wasted a lot of time in love relationships. It feels very, a little bit melancholy. But I don't get as much emotions, to be quite honest. And here's the Seven of Swords. So, deception, lies, things that are hidden. This is exactly what I was saying. You're feeling like someone has been sneaking around behind your back. That may be literal. Do keep in mind all readings can go vice versa. Okay? So, someone has been sneaking around behind someone's back, sketchy behavior, hiding things. Predominantly, I'm getting here that someone may have made up something about you, lies. I'm getting like false accusations, things of that nature. Some of you may be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, so this is all about making big life path decisions. Which way am I going to go? Do we share the same core values? Do we want the same thing? Are we working towards the same goal? Okay, and here with the Three of Cups in the reverse, that does indicate gossip. It's also about overindulgence and, perhaps intoxication. But I feel mostly gossip. That's what I was getting here, where someone has made false accusations, where they've made up things about you. I'm feeling that. And you're trying to move forward. You're trying to move on. But you're still seeking answers. You're still wanting clarity. And I do feel there's an element of victory here where I feel as though you're uncovering some type of truth. I do feel like any answers that you've been wanting, I feel that they're coming in, okay? And you have the Five of Swords showing up here. So this definitely indicates feeling like you're at a stalemate with someone, two fives. It's that internal conflict. So this is showing up in the foundation of your reading where, on the one hand, you're ready to walk away. You're ready to leave someone behind. But on the other hand, I feel that you're still wounded and there's still answers that you need. As I said, closure. And I do get, feeling wounded, and this may be something that stems quite far back, actually. For some of you, this could be someone from your past or just someone who is quite significant to you. Someone you've been with for quite some time. You do have two fives here, so this could be, 5 years for some of you. Something could have been going on for 5 months or 5 weeks. oh, excuse me, or 5 weeks, or the month of may be significant in some type of way. This is all about boundaries as well. So you may feel like someone has been overstepping their boundaries with you. And I feel it's like they're trying to drain you. They're trying to deplete you. I feel as though you're dealing with someone who's incredibly selfish. And, notice in this particular deck, it's like one person has everything and the other person is, hollow. So you might be dealing with someone who, I hate to say it, but it's like someone is trying to take everything from you. Yeah, I feel that way. Like someone is trying to deplete you, to drain you. Intentional harm. Some of you may be filing suits against someone. You may be filing an order of protection. I'm getting like harassment, slander. Slander comes up predominantly here. So you have here the Knight of Wands, and all of these came out together, and I take them when it happens that way. Okay, so this is exactly what I was just saying. Justice, okay? That very much can represent legalities. And with the Ten of Coins here, this is usually a family situation or where you share resources. It's about combined resources, household unit, something solid, secure, and stable. So it's something that you've built up over time. And I do feel like this is a great length of time. With Justice showing up in the upright position, this does indicate that things are going to go in your favor. I feel as though if anyone has been, some of you are filing suits for slander. I definitely feel that way. It's like someone was sneaking around, and I feel like they stirred the pot, and there are other people involved, okay? Possibly up to 5 people, 3 to 5 people. I feel like they were stirring the pot, and now it's all come to a head, and there's a mess going on here. So here you have the Tower. This is typically something where there's a shakeup, there's an argument, there's a blowout. I'm picking up freedom here, though, for some of you. So whatever it is you're saying that you're getting off your chest or that you're doing legally, I feel like it's alleviating you. It's alleviating you. It's giving you relief. There's something that you've been wanting to get off of your chest. And I feel that you're finally, you're saying it. Or as I said, you're getting your just due by perhaps taking legal action. So we also have the Knight of Wands here. This could be a fire sign, which is an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. It does not have to be. For me, this is more predominantly, it's someone who, they're very freedom loving, right? So this would be someone who's a commitment phobe. Where, they're not looking for a commitment. This is someone who's inconsistent. They're in and out. They're back and forth. They're flighty. I feel like you're dealing with someone who puts on a good show. Like someone who, they look very good. I feel like they're very physically attractive. Or they're very charming. They're able to persuade people. That is the energy that I'm getting here. I'm also getting like a domino effect, if you will. Like say one person tells another person. Okay, this is the example. Like when you were children, the game that you would play where you whisper in someone's ear and it passes around through a group of people, and then by the time you get to the last person, the story is completely different. It goes to show, how people, we all have different perceptions. We all have different, memories. The way the mind works is very unique, okay? The human memory is actually not as reliable as one would think. But either way, I'm feeling that it's like someone sparked a fire here with something that they said. And I feel like it stirred the pot, and several other people got involved, and then it got out of control. So as a result, we have this tower moment here. So I'm going to clarify this a little bit further, but I do feel, as I said, things are going to work out in your favor. I feel that you have the upper hand. Yes, there is some battles here, some feeling melancholy, some feeling perhaps betrayed. But you're going to fight for what is yours. And I do feel that you're going to stand up for yourself. Some of you, like if you're going through a divorce, a separation, or a breakup, especially if there are children involved or if this is a custody battle, I feel like, as I said, it's like someone's trying to take everything from you. And you're definitely putting up a fight. I feel like you're thinking, you really think I'm going to back down? It's like someone is challenging you. And I feel that you're accepting it. You're not going to back down. As I said, some of you, it's this person you've been in a relationship with where they don't want a commitment. And they just think they can do whatever they want to do. And I feel like they've been in and out of your life, and now they've stirred up all this drama and all these issues, perhaps causing issues between you and someone else. I feel like a lot of you are feeling alienated. Definitely, like feeling alienated from people. This could be from friends. They may have started something between you and your friends. Yeah, and I feel like this is someone who's trying to avoid their problems. It's like someone's trying to just sweep it under the rug or ignore it. Now that it's got out of control and you're ready to accept the challenge, I feel like they want to back down or they want to run away. This can be someone who has a tendency to escape. So I feel like you're not letting them do that. You're not letting them do that, and you are putting your foot down. As I said, some of you are definitely taking legal action. But that's the type of feeling that I have here. And I'm going to clarify this a little further. Some of you may be moving. This is very much about power also. I feel like someone thought that they had power over you, or they did gain power over you by making up lies about you. And they may have recruited quite a few people on their side. But I feel like you're coming through here and you're clearing your name. Something here is coming crashing down. And some of you, as I said, there's a family unit situation going on here. Okay. Those of you where this is a third party, they're behaving recklessly. I feel like they don't care. Like if you're in a committed long-term relationship, even with children, this person does not care. It's like they don't care that they're messing up the family. They don't care that they're taking from you. They don't care, if there's children involved, if it's financial. I feel like they don't care. I'm picking up like a very ruthless feeling here. But I feel you feel the same way. So I don't think that you're backing down without a fight. I'm going to clarify your King of Cups. This is positive. The King of Cups for me, this is usually someone who has a lot of love to give. And, they're usually very kind and very gentle. It's typically a genuine person. Oh, so your clarifiers here are the Six of Wands and the Seven of Coins. The Six of Wands does indicate victory. And with the Seven of Coins here, this is where you're sizing someone up for investment. You're trying to decide, do I want to invest? I see the potential. We could combine our resources and we could grow together. That's what I'm feeling here. So this is quite a flirtatious energy as well, but, it's not flirtatious in a negative way. It's very much positive. Some of you, this is a Scorpio, because I just feel that way. But I feel as though, you are going to have victory in love relationships. It's going to be a battle. But nonetheless, this does indicate you coming through strongly. Some of you, this is a new love interest who's quite promising. I'm going to see what else I can get here. For some of you, someone is realizing that they really messed up. And maybe in the past they weren't wanting to address it. But I feel like, now they're coming around. Truth is coming out. They're coming around, and it's like they're wanting to turn things around and fix it. Okay? It's like someone is trying to fix it. So let's see what else I can get. I feel like there's two different feelings. There's two different energies that I'm picking up on. I feel that someone underestimated you. And it's like you're teaching them a lesson. So, now they're trying to smooth over the waters with you. Or they're seeing, that you do have other options. This is someone who's quite attractive, and there are other people wanting their attention. Yeah, judgment. This is very often about renewal, giving someone a second chance. Something that was dead, bringing it back to life. And I'm really being drawn to the flames. So I very much feel, someone is going to be wanting to fix things with you. And with the Hanged Man here, this does indicate, feeling indecisive, not being sure what you want to do. And it's kind of like, I'm wasting time. Am I wasting my time? I feel like you saw the potential in someone and you really hung in there, right? You really hung in there. And they may have still been pursuing other options, keeping their options open. Someone put you through a lot. And I feel like they're trying to, they're trying to make things up, is what I feel here. Like respark the chemistry, especially the sexual aspect of the relationship. I don't feel it's sex only, but I feel like that's something that's going into play here. And I feel that, judgment does mean, be on your toes. Make the best decision for you, okay? Because some of you do feel like, I've wasted a lot of time. But I also feel, this seems to be someone that you're quite attached to, or them quite attached to you. Particularly Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like it's a hard fought lesson. But I do feel, you're coming through here very strongly. And I'm really noticing those two stars, they look a lot alike. So you may be dealing with someone who's a lot like you, where, you're stubborn and they're stubborn, and but I feel that, they're trying to fix it. So here we have the Two of Wands. This is all about looking into the future, trying to determine, what direction you want to go. Some of you are involved with two different people. Some of you're involved with one person who may be very fun, charming, charismatic, but I feel like they come with a family package, okay? And it's like you're taking into consideration, well, I don't want to tear their life down. Or, I don't want them to tear my life down. This is someone who's impulsive. Those of you dealing with a water sign, I feel like this is a much better partner. If you've been waiting on this person, it's like you've been waiting on them. And I feel like they're finally coming through. They're finally coming through. and they're making you some type of offer here. For some of you, this is something that you've hoped, wished, prayed for, and you've been patiently waiting, okay? This does also indicate the ability to turn hot and cold, so this is definitely something to be careful with. I do feel, you're going to be cautious, but this is about higher levels of commitment and, having someone value you. And you also have the 10 of Cups here. This is a happy, healthy family unit, and those two people look very much alike. I just keep getting that. You're dealing with someone who's a lot like you, where there's that dual nature. So you may be dealing with another Gemini. Some of you are dealing with another Gemini. Some of you, a Pisces. I definitely feel like a Pisces. But with the Two of Pentacles here, this can indicate where you feel things are up in the air. And, just be careful of any juggling, okay? If you're trying to decide between two people, I feel like you're having a tough time making your decision, okay? You're having a tough time making your decision. But I do feel that you're going to, and I feel that you're trying to do the right thing. It's like forgiveness. I feel like someone is asking you to forgive them. So, something got very much out of control here. And I just keep getting that, like time is ticking away. And, if you feel like you're wasting your time with someone, hanging in there, waiting on a commitment, and they're always keeping their options open, I feel like you're finally making the decision to move away from this person. You're either going to solidify it and make it committed, or you're walking away. That's what I feel like is happening here. So watch out for this. As I said, it's like someone is competing. Someone is competing with you. It could be for you for some of you, but I feel like you are sizing them up and you're going to choose between the two. Watch out for any gossip, things going on behind your back. But I feel like this has already happened for the most part, and you're finding out about it. And I do feel like, this person is going to try to make it up to you. I do. Those of you involved in legal battles, it does seem you're coming out the winner. You're coming out on top. And with the 2 5s here, that does indicate changes. And I'm also getting something here about seeing someone's true colors. I think I said that from the beginning, but predominantly makeup. It's like someone made up something about you, and you're like having it out with this person. Some of you, this is something going on inside yourself, where it's like you're battling yourself. Like I said, it's like you, on the one hand, you want to walk away. On the other hand, you want to stick it out. And I feel like there are some words that are going to be said here that, may cut deep, okay? Some of you, you're lashing out at someone. And I feel like, you have some harsh truths that you're delivering. And I do feel, it's going to make them see things clearly, okay? So this is a complete turnaround from it's very up and down. So just, be patient. Be patient. Watch your emotional state. This does indicate emotional regulation. Focus on healing. Focus on yourself. I feel like it's very much an important time to remember who you are and think about what's best for you, and that you are valuable, okay? I feel like that's very important to say, because you do have some battles here, as I said. And I feel like a lot of you are feeling, emotional. But it seems for the most part that is passing. All things pass in time. So I hope you guys enjoy your month, and I will see you in May.